But I don't think that's gonna happen because I'm definitely browner.
It says a guy who can't pronounce Basmati.
Yeah, well, it says the girl's
And I hate tardy people, so imagine if I was tardy.
you're more late than me.
Well,
If you've had a mushroom slash bowl slash Dora cut as a child,
all the baddies had Doricas.
all right, welcome back to the Gup Shup podcast. We have a very interesting episode today. We're going to be testing how desi are we really. So basically we have a purity test, the Basmati Rice Purity Test. It's kind of a play on the normal purity test. And we're both going to be answering all the questions. And whoever has the better score will have to do something, or sorry.
Not do something.
No, whoever has a lower score is not desi enough. So they will be punished.
How so?
I was waiting for you to ask. Basically, there is something that we both don't agree with, which is what do you call those? The real name is pani puri, but you think it's called golgappa.
Golgappe.
Like in multiple plurals, golgappe. I don't agree with that. So we're gonna decide that once and for all. Whoever gets a lower score has to concede what they call it. So from now on, you're gonna have to call it pani puri if I get a higher score, which I think I will.
And you'll call it Golgappe if I get the higher score.
Yeah, but I don't think that's gonna happen because I'm definitely browner.
It says a guy who can't pronounce Basmati.
Yeah, well, it says the girl's never been to India.
Okay.
All right, let's do this. So we're actually going to go through it live. Not all the questions, but most of the questions. And we'll stop and chat about some of the more interesting ones because there are some pretty good ones in this test. All right, so question one. So the way it works is you have to check mark if you have done it. So if you've been to the country of origin, which is India.
For me, it's India and Fiji.
And you haven't been to either. So if you've been to the country of origin 5 times, I'm going to stretch this one because I was born there, so I'm going to count that as 1.
Wow.
And I've been back 3 times.
That
It's still only 4.
I've been there 0 times.
Okay, so the next question is also not going to work. If you've been to the country of origin 10 times, if you eat dal rice at least once a week.
Yes. I love dal.
What, at least once a week?
Does rajma count?
No. That's not dal. Is the rajma? That's like beans. Dal is lentils.
I'd say so.
Fine, you can have that one.
I like dal. There's this Fijian dal I told you about where it's a mix of a bunch of lentils, different types, made into one type of dal.
Mm-hmm.
And then you eat that with tomato chutney. It tastes really good.
I like the tomato chutney part. I've never had, we don't cook tomato chutney, but I've had yours and it's really good. If you've been asked if you speak Indian, of course.
I've had a patient ask me that.
A patient?
Yeah.
Like old person?
Old person.
Okay.
I was like, do you speak Indian? I was like, no. Do you speak Canada?
To be fair, we do ask Chinese people if you speak Chinese. Is that because the official name is Mandarin, right?
I don't know.
Well, maybe we're racist too. If you're iron deficient / anemic. This is where my health is going to play against me because I can't say that.
I am iron deficient.
You're not anemic though.
Not anymore.
If you've been called Baljeet or Mia Khalifa.
Have you been called Baljeet or Khalifa?
No. I think I do look like a Baljeet though, or I used to. Actually, no, I don't have curly hair, so I'm good.
Mia Khalifa though. I know girls who've been called that though.
Really?
When they wear glasses. But
that's kind of sad.
Never happened to me.
If you've heard, is this a school or a fashion show? Yeah, 100%.
Who told you that?
My mom.
Really? Based off of your outfits? I can't find that belief.
Whoa, okay. Well, maybe when I was in elementary or junior high, the one occasion I would dress up for a school dance or something.
Yeah.
I mean,
Come on.
Let her rip.
There's no way.
Yeah, no, she does.
I've
heard it. My brother for sure. My brother for sure.
No, it has to be towards you.
No, it says if you have heard.
You can hear it on a TV show and be like, I heard it.
No, that's not how it works. That's not how it works. Okay, if you've heard it in your vicinity, in your household.
My dad said that to me. My mom doesn't say it that much.
Because your mom's encouraging you to, dress up and, express yourself.
Yeah, I had my phase of looking homeless for a bit.
No, you didn't. You never had that phase.
Oh, yeah. Sweatpants, hoodies, messy hair.
That doesn't mean you're homeless.
Well,
that's what I'm wearing right now.
I just described your outfit.
You just looked at me and you're like, whatever this guy's wearing. I was homeless.
But that's why you shouldn't hurt him. But my dad hates ripped jeans.
I think dads in general have that kind of
He's
aversion.
like,
They're like, why are you paying so much
yeah,
for it if it's ripped?
he's like, you want it ripped? I can give you my work coveralls, and they're already ripped. You can wear them, or I can rip it up for you. Yeah, I'm like, no.
But like, I remember one of your ripped jeans, they were so ripped, your entire knee was sticking out of it.
The thing, because it wasn't that ripped before. It's because I danced in them, and every time I did squats, it would just rip open.
This next one is definitely, if you've heard, put it on my head. This is, it might be weird for people listening, but basically, if you ask your mom, where should I put this item?
She's like, "Mere sirete."
Put it as like, mat pramukh. And like, she'll say something like that, to say that I don't care where you put it, just put it somewhere.
It'll be funny if a kid actually took it seriously and be like, okay.
If you've heard, you're blank for an Indian.
Oh, like, you're like pretty for an Indian, or you're smart for an Indian.
Or you're stupid for an Indian. Like, it could be negative too. I've never, not for me.
I've never heard it too.
I don't think racism goes as hard in Canada. Like, we don't have the upgraded version of it yet. It still exists, but just not to that like blunt standard. If you've heard, am I your slave from your parents? I think you have. I think you told me about this.
Have you not?
Not for me, no.
Man, I hear this.
It's more like a Punjabi Hindi thing, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Punjabi, Hindi are
like
languages.
Yeah, no, but like that's exactly it. I don't think the phrase really exists in Gujarati.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Naukar, like it's not slave but servant.
Servant, yeah. No, I've heard this from
In
my
that
mom.
case, I'm going to say yeah, because my mom has said Naukar, not slave. What were you saying?
No, other than my mom just says it.
Okay. Have you heard, is this a hotel for your parents? Yes.
Yeah, 100%. If I leave one glass out, that's it. Done. She like it goes into like a little whirlwind, right? My mom will be like, she'll see the glass. She's like, can't you put the glass in the sink? Am I not gonna? Am I a servant? Is this a hotel, you think? Right? Ordering me around, you're asking me for stuff. Like, am I you just treating me like a worker here? Like Mom. I'm like,
it's not that deep.
I'm literally sitting next to the glass. And like I got up and walked away. I'm like, the glass is still next to me. It's just empty.
That's different for my brother though. My brother definitely, like the thing is, it comes with washrooms. When I think males in washrooms, we can survive even if it's like kind of messy.
Yeah.
But my mom doesn't like seeing that at all. So even if we don't need it cleaned, she'll go and clean it.
Yeah.
And then she'll be like, I cleaned it. And we're like, we didn't need you to clean it.
Yeah.
Like, it was fine. But I don't know if you guys have the same thing.
Yeah, I don't really hear much about like bathroom cleaning from my mom.
Do you keep it, like, do you clean the bathroom ever? You're just okay with it, whatever it's at, right?
My mom cleans it. She does clean it, yeah.
Okay.
But
So it is kind of like a hotel.
no.
Oh, this one's definitely, if you aren't allowed to go out 2 consecutive days.
100%. Not
What's the
as much
reasoning?
anymore. It's not as bad, but sometimes. But like in the past, yes. It's like it's interesting to explain to your non-Desi friends, where they're like, "Let's hang out tomorrow," and I'm like, "How do I explain to you that I hung out with other friends yesterday, so I can't meet tomorrow?" Or and the funny thing is like I won't even ask my parents. I'll just tell them a lie and be like, "My mom said no." Even though, because I know she's gonna say no, so I'll skip that part and I'll just, say what I think she's gonna say anyways.
Yeah.
I'm like, my mom said no, and they'll be like, why? I'm like, family things.
Family rules, house rules. I think just 2 consecutive days is too much fun. There's gotta be a fun limit.
Mm-hmm.
If you have never lied about where you were going.
So, you want to check it if you've never lied about where you're going.
So have you lied about where you're going? So then you check it. If you played piano or violin, I think they mean like if you took like lessons and you actually play it, not just
No.
like if you've tapped a couple of keys once in a while.
Flute.
Flute, yes, we both play flute. I'm learning like actual Basuri right now, so maybe one episode I'll do a little performance. Well, come on,
Okay.
it's not that bad. I know she's heard it, so that's why she's a bit hesitant, I'd say. But I'm practicing. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. If you're late to everything except the airport, no.
I'm not usually that late. What?
Kasam.
What?
You're never that late?
Not all the time. Not everything.
You were late this morning.
Okay, but that's because there was like low stakes. If it's low stakes, I'll be late. But like if it's like something like for class, I'll be pretty on time or early.
You were late to that performance one time. Last week.
Well, yeah.
We were rushing to get to the performance, and it was like high stakes because there's like 100 people in the audience.
But not everything. I'm not late to everything.
I think you. Well, I don't know why.
No, I hate being tardy, and I hate tardy people. So imagine if I was tardy.
Okay, I don't. If you don't think you are, I'm not gonna say you are because I don't want you to get more points. But I think you are. You're more late than me. That's for sure. That's for sure. You're more late than me.
Well, maybe.
I actually pride myself on my punctuality. I think it's very important to be punctual. So I'm always like at least 5 minutes early or on time. Let's see. If you're working towards a career in STEM.
Yes. Let's go.
Yeah.
Are you?
Yeah.
What is STEM stand for?
Science, technology, engineering, and medicine.
Where would I fall under?
Medicine.
It should be STED.
What? Dentistry?
Dentistry.
That counts as medicine.
Yeah.
I'm on the engineering side, so. If you've watched Bahubali, no.
Yeah.
I've never seen it.
You've never seen Bahubali?
I think it's overhyped.
You're joking.
Well,
it's not overhyped.
I've never seen it, so I don't know what it is. But wait, let me see it. Maybe I have seen it.
Bahubali.
Bahubali. Oh, I have seen this one. Well, that's why it's like overhyped. I don't even remember it.
Are you kidding? Bahubali songs are so good.
You actually watch the songs?
Yeah, they're so nice.
Is this the one where he goes to the mountains and there's this random girl that's like
It was
floating
covered in butterflies.
covered
I
in
love
butterflies?
that one. She does this little like nice cute body roll, and then the butterflies fly off her body, and I'm like, wow.
I forgot what the plot of that movie was. Something about war. Something about.
Yeah, he goes to go save his mother.
Oh.
He's like his father's son, but like his father like ran.
He's his father's son. Wow. Plot twist.
No, the father like takes his son away to like protect him from like I think bad people who are trying to kill him. The father dies in the process, but he survives the son. But the mother doesn't realize the son is alive, and then the mother is like trapped with the bad guys. So he goes and he doesn't even realize he's like, you know, the king's son. So then he goes to the kingdom and realizes the uncle took over, and then he's trying to save his mother.
Right. Then
There were two.
There's two parts,
movies.
right? Okay, that's what I was thinking. Like, I don't think I watched the second one.
Yeah, the second one was really good too.
So I count for this one, right? I've seen the first one. Yeah.
Okay, fine.
It's time to watch both of them. This one, if you had kumon or any tuition in elementary school, I'm going to say that yes, and I have a story for this because I did something called Math Kangaroo for like, I think 2 years, and it was the most traumatic math experience of my life. I think that experience, more than it helped me in math, it took away from me. Because, you know...
You never did Kumon? But you did Math Kangaroo?
I think might have done like one class of kumon just to try it, like a free trial or whatever, but we never stuck with it. But Math Kangaroo, those questions were intense, man. And like, I was in elementary, so I had no idea what permutations and combinations were. And my dad just there like, count them, count the possibilities.
How old were you again?
Probably like elementary, so grade 4 or 5. So
you were like 10 and your dad's like, count the probability.
Because like, you know, Asian parents.
But I feel like Math Kangaroo sounds so familiar. I thought in junior high, I remember you were there too. They had like a Math Kangaroo competition or something. And I remember because you took part of it, but so did I. And I remember going in class and being like, I can take all of them. And like, my biggest competition though is this guy.
Oh, you had nothing to worry about. You had nothing to worry about.
No, I think you actually did well. Didn't you win something?
I think I got like bronze.
Yeah,
but I think
anything.
everyone gets bronze.
No, I didn't get anything. Wow.
No, I'm kidding. Well, just know that bronze cost a lot of tears. So unless you had to cry for your thing, I think you won.
No, I had Kumon. Kumon helped. Kumon helped.
I think
Kumon was like, I felt like Kumon's like a, what is it? What is that called? Like a mile? No, it's like a, geez, what's the thing that every like brown kid goes through? Wouldn't you say like it's a canon event? There you go.
Canon event, yes. There you go.
Word. Kumon is a canon event for many brown kids.
Yeah.
And I feel like, I remember when I went to Kumon the first time, they made me do like a entrance exam because they wanted to see where I fit in, which grade level, and their grade levels work from A all the way down. So A is the easiest, and then B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, whatever, right? I remember I did the entrance exam, and it was like a bunch of math questions. I didn't do the English one, I did math. And it was so stressful because they put you in a room, and you're just like alone. Like it's a big room, not even a small one. It's like a big room. I'm a child, not a gymnasium. I'm a child, and it's like you're sitting in a chair alone, and there's a timer above you that you can see, and you're getting timed, and there's like a camera too, like they can make sure we're not cheating.
Okay.
And through the camera, I guess they like saw. But when I did the exam, I did really well, but I was using my fingers to count. So they were like, "Oh, she did well, but she used her fingers to count." And in Kumon, we believe in mental math, so we're gonna put her on level B. And I'm like, level
just because I
B.
used whatever I had in front of me? Wow.
But I remember I was at level B, and my brother used to help me with Kumon. Man, the fights, the tears. I just remember like being yelled at, like, it's not hard. And I'm like, he'll be like, 9 + 1. And I'll start picking my finger, like, don't put your finger up. And then I'd be like crying on the dining table too, because we'd be doing this at the dining table. It was always Kumon. And then on top of that, this is like a Desi parent thing, but like my family didn't want me to tell anybody in school that I was taking Kumon.
Oh, competitive advantage.
Exactly. They're like, keep it on the down low.
Life is a race.
Yeah, so I couldn't tell anyone. And when I was in grade 6, I won an award with Kumon for being one of the youngest students to make it to level K, which was like logarithmics.
In elementary.
I was like high school level math in grade 6 I was doing.
Wow.
So it was pretty nice. Like they gave me this award, and I got 2 awards. One was like shaped as a star.
Gang signs?
And the other one was like a plaque. They had my name on it. But yeah, they were like, and then I remember Kumon being like, calling my parents, and they were saying, "Oh, your daughter is the youngest student that Kumon has had who's reached to level K." And I remember by then my brother was like, we're gonna take you out of Kumon because we don't need to teach you past this. Like this is enough, right? Yeah. But they were like, yeah, she won an award, so can we put a picture of her on our bulletin board? Oh. And I was like, me and my parents would be like, no, I don't want my picture there.
I thought your parents would be like, yeah, go for it. I thought they
No, because they wanted to keep it on the down low, remember? So
once you were done, Kumon, like, it's like, why not?
They still don't want people to know.
They don't want the future generations.
No, they don't want them to know the tricks, right? So then I had to refuse. I could have had my face on the bulletin board, being star student, and we had to say no. But I remember after that, Kumon helped because like throughout junior high and high school, my math, it was a breeze for me. Yeah. Because I did all that in grade 6, grade 5. So I know in junior high I had like 100% average every year, and high school was decent too.
I think high school is even better.
Can I get even better than that? Like maybe it was like 90s or whatever. But.
Like compared to how easy junior high math is, doing that well in high school, like
definitely. And then I hit university, took math 1, 3, 4, like a math course, introductory math course, and I was like, wow, first time I'm seeing stuff that I don't know. This is what it must feel like to be on the other side. But Kumon, I thought Kumon was helpful, but it was traumatizing. I think the whole like being in a room and being timed for exams. And them just like staring at you, and I don't know why all Kumon people were so just rude. They were very intimidating.
Well, I think they're trying to just get you used to that environment. So they're like, let's traumatize them early, so they don't get traumatized later. But I mean, learning logarithms in elementary is definitely a big step up. Because like when I was in elementary, I was like, logarithms? Is that like a musical instrument? I don't know.
I know. I was doing like what are they called? Derivatives.
Yeah. Wait, in junior high or in elementary doing derivatives? That's actually really advanced then. Because you do logarithms before derivatives even.
I don't know. Yeah, I think so. Or maybe I didn't do derivatives. But I just remember seeing log and I'm like, what's that? Oh, wood? I remember asking my brother, I'm like, log? Is that wood? And
he's like, let me tell you. Okay, if you've never worn a second outfit underneath.
So if you have or haven't?
If you have never worn a second outfit underneath.
I feel like that's wrong. It should be like if you have worn.
Yeah. Maybe they're thinking in terms of like movies and stuff. Like
no. I think it definitely means like if you have worn, because it's like a Desi thing where girls leave the house with like a second outfit underneath so that their parents don't see.
Yeah. Either way, like I've worn a second outfit underneath, not for like those reasons, but just in terms of if I'm wearing like a
kurta, a thermal.
That's not really an outfit. But I'm saying if I'm wearing like a kurta, like leggy kind of thing, I'll wear shorts and a t-shirt underneath, just because, it's more comfortable.
Okay.
Let's just both wash that. Like
I haven't worn a second outfit underneath.
You just said you have.
I haven't.
So you'd say yes to this.
I guess so.
But no, but you have worn a second outfit.
When have I worn a second outfit underneath?
You wear shorts and...
It's not an outfit itself. I wear shorts with my dresses because I'm gonna wear shorts with my dresses. And
So
I don't count like swimwear.
Okay, so is this question asking if you've worn a second outfit to remove the first outfit?
Yeah.
Okay. Then yeah, then no.
Why are you pressing no?
Because I don't take off my first outfit to remove my shorts and t-shirt. I like it. Use it as like an intern. Oh, this one. If you know how to make chai.
I know. I sometimes forget. Stop. I know
Stop the
though.
cap.
No, I know how to make cha.
You think so?
Yeah. What do you mean you think so? I have made it.
Because I think we should have like a cha contest.
I don't make decent cha. Like I know like the whole elechi, long, cinnamon, so you put all that
Black
in
pepper.
water. You put the tea bag. We don't put black pepper in tea.
Okay.
You cook, let it boil, and then you put milk in.
I think you got it.
I know how to make cha. The only thing I don't know how to do is pour cha.
Oh, like this thing?
No, just like picking it up and pouring it into the cup. What?
I was like thinking like the advanced stuff, or like cooling it down.
No, I just can't pick it up. It's just too hot. And then I'm also scared it's gonna spill everywhere. I can't do the whole like chutney and.
Well, that's
whenever I make.
That's very much a big part of making it.
I know when I make tea, I'll do if my parents really need me to help, and I'll do that. But then I'll call like my dad or my mom and be like, "Can you pour it in the cups?"
I don't want to gatekeep or anything, but I think that might count as not being able to make it.
No.
Fine.
If you have been told you aren't Asian,
Yeah.
does it count when I was a baby? Who? What?
Like brown people aren't considered Asian. Like we're at most South Asian.
No,
Like Asian
no. I
refers-
think you're misunderstanding it.
What?
Okay, basically, it's like you've been told that you aren't Asian. It means like brown. Like they think you're something else.
So they think you're like white or something?
Yeah.
Well, my people thought I was Chinese when I was a baby. Does that count? If I can pull up the baby picture, I'll put it up. But I actually look Chinese.
You look like a Buddhist. You don't look Chinese. You look like a Buddhist.
Like Tibetan almost.
Well, yeah, whatever.
So does that count? I'm just trying to get the points, man.
I've been told I looked Chinese when I was a kid. I think when I was 4, I became really white. Stop.
You never looked Chinese as a kid.
Yeah, I did.
You're just stealing my answer.
No. This is one picture when I was 4 and I had my Dora haircut phase.
Okay.
There's this picture of me in this like red and black leopard print jacket, and I'm like really white. You know which one
I think I know Chinese.
And I look really white, and I'm in that. Apparently, I don't even look Indian.
You don't look Chinese though.
Well, fine. I looked white or Hispanic, something.
You look like Dora. I think that's the only thing.
I almost got recruited as a baby model apparently when I was a kid.
I think everyone's younger sibling gets recruited as a baby model because I never got recruited, but my brother did.
Really?
Yeah, so I think it's just a younger sibling thing.
That's cute.
Younger siblings make better babies, I think. I don't know. Fine, I'll take that off for mine. I'll do that for you. 23. If you speak your native language.
Yes. What's your native language?
Gujarati. So I don't speak Hindi that well because I don't speak Hindi at home. But Hindi is one of the national languages of India. So if anybody makes fun of my Hindi accent, I don't care. I speak a different language at home.
I speak Punjabi, but it's like Hindi mix. So I should call it Pindi. I speak
That
Pindi.
sounds really weird.
Pindi.
Pindi. So it sounds like
Sounds like Pindi.
Yeah, like a village. The adjective.
No, I was going to say sounds like a Pindi.
Pindi.
Yeah, I speak Punjabi, Hindi mixed, but mostly Punjabi.
You don't have like an accent though, so I think that's good. Like you
Like
do,
a
but
white
it's
accent?
not like that bad.
Yeah, I think it's pretty, like, once I start talking, like, it's pretty okay.
Yeah. If you read/write your native language, okay, to what extent?
I can read, and I can write Hindi, and I can read Punjabi, and somewhat write Punjabi.
I'm like,
I took Punjabi club, and I took Hindi classes, so I am very cultured.
so you have the qualifications. Whenever I went to India, when I actually visited my homeland,
Okay.
I could like
That's the only thing you have over me. That's
Look,
it.
look.
Okay. Keep going.
The language it just went through me. Like I could it just like it's like in Percy Jackson when he looks at the Greek letters and they just start making sense. That's what it was like for me. It felt like a superpower. So I think if I could probably learn it in like a month.
Okay, but you can't put
Fine. I'm just concerned I'm falling behind. Okay, if you have been asked about anything you wear for your religion, yes.
Yes. I've been asked about my moli. What's that? I've been asked. I used to wear a kada
Yeah.
that Punjabi people wear. I don't wear it anymore because I remember people, when I was younger, they would be the Punjabi people in my school, the Sikh people, because I'm Hindu Punjabi, so we still wore a kada. Like my mom still wore a kada too. But somebody in school, like the Sikh people, they were like, I think they were like bullying me, and they were like, why do you wear a kada? You're not even Sikh. Like your hair is cut. Like you can't wear a kada unless you're a pure Sikh. And then I took it off.
Wow. That's actually that's not good.
Yeah. So that's why I don't wear a kada anymore. But I know, I remember kids in like elementary, they'd just be like, what are you? And I'll be like, Hindu Punjabi. They're like, that's not a thing. You're probably just Hindu. And I'm like,
Kids?
kids, yeah. Because they didn't understand Hindu Punjabi. You can be Hindu Punjabi. Like, my mom was born in Punjab. She speaks Punjabi, right? She goes to the Gurudwara, but she also goes to the mandir. So we're like mixed. But they only think it was just like, you're Hindu or you're Sikh. That's it.
I don't know why kids think they're in charge of all this stuff. But no, it sucks that you had to give something up just because of bullying.
No? Next
That
question.
got depressing real quick.
I know.
Next question, okay. If you have spent hours at the temple or a place of worship,
Like, does the past count? Or has to be like right now?
I'm gonna count
Of course. Of
because
course.
I'm cashing in my past experiences for this one.
You know, in the temple where those like annoying kids that would start running around and playing?
Yeah.
I was one of those.
Oh, you were.
Come on, did you not do that? When I used to go to the temple, and I used to be in the prasad or langar hall, like I made friends like
Saying,
that.
Hey, you want to play? Boom.
Making friends at time was so easy. Be like, I find a child, it looks like a child, I'll be like, you want to play hide and seek? You want to play tag? And we just play.
The innocence of children, you know?
Yeah, but I remember like my mom used to make me do like the seva. And that's when I had to make the roti in the back as a child. And this auntie came behind me, and my roti was like really stretched out. And she went, nice. It looks like the Eiffel Tower. And I remember I almost cried. I was like, why?
Aunties just they don't care. They'll just say whatever.
But what you spent hours at the mandir?
Like the overnight stuff, you know? Jagran?
Oh, Jagrata.
You call it that?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's overnight. It's like what do you call it? It's like the concerts of the Hindu world, you know?
Yeah. Well, you used to go to Jagrata here in Edmonton?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Like it was a while ago, but it's pretty much the one I went to. I remember it being pretty hype because it had like a tabla player from like India, and like he was really good. And it was like he was like hyping up the crowd. A couple of Bollywood songs in there too.
Jagrata's pretty much like
whoa.
it's like pretty much like the Desi mom and dad's concert.
It is, yeah. And it's like it's religious, so you don't feel guilty about going there.
I have a story about Jagrata.
Go ahead.
You've probably heard about it. I find Jagrata, it was fun, but it got very creepy. I feel like Jagrata is like the one event in the temple. Like it's supposed to be a religious event, but it's actually like just creepy. Because I remember when I was in high school, like I think when I was 16 and 17, it happened twice to me for 2 Jagratas, and after that I just didn't want to go. I remember going to the mandir and I had like finals. I always had finals like near Jagrata time. So I took my textbooks with me, and I'm like, I need to study if I'm staying up all night. And my mom was like, okay, go sit in the
basement, right?
basement
Yeah.
and go study there. So and in the temple we go, they did the outdoor Jagrata, like in a tent. So I'd go to the basement to study. The singers were from India, right? The singers, there was like the whole group. Their children came with them. So there was a bunch of these boys, like their sons, and they were probably maybe like 2-3 years older than me. They were like in a gang in the temple. And I told you this.
Yeah.
Like I still remember I was studying for a math final, and they all kind of just ganged up on me, and like 3 of them sat in front of me, 3 of them sat like next to me. One guy sat next to me, and he literally went, "What are you studying? Can I help you?" And
Just super creepy.
I was like, the fact that I'm in a temple and I have to tolerate this, like I was just annoyed. And I remember I had to like pick up my phone, and I pretended like I was calling my brother.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I remember I lied to them. I'm like, my brother's coming here. I'm waiting for him. And they were just like the entire time they were just like there, like walking around, and I was just feeling very unsafe.
Yeah, there should be personal space at like you don't just go up with somebody and like.
No, the temple is not the place for brown boys or girls to be making moves like that. That's annoying. That's why like Jagrata kind of triggers me because it's happened twice.
I think it was definitely that kind of vibe. They weren't just being friendly. Like,
Oh
they
no,
were, yeah,
no,
like,
no, no,
just
no,
want
no,
to clarify
no,
that.
no.
Yeah.
It was a creepy vibe. Come on, a guy's
Yeah.
putting his arm on your chair around your shoulder,
About math.
leaning over, and he's like, "I can help." I'm like, "I don't think so." I'm like, "I don't need help."
It's like I went to kumon.
Yeah.
Okay, if you have mostly Asian friends, yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah,
Well,
I'd
I think
say so.
more than 50% for sure.
Yeah.
If you've never had caramel highlights or a perm,
I think this should be if you have had caramel highlights. This is wrong because like
no, because that means you're like whitewashed.
no, caramel highlights is like again another canon event for brown girls.
No, that's whitewashed brown girls. You just want to have the point.
Fine, fine. I've had caramel highlights. I haven't had a perm. I've had moments where I
A
felt
perm is for a guy, right?
girls can have it too.
But like guys do perms?
Yeah, when they get the curly hair.
Okay.
But it can ruin your hair. I've had moments of weaknesses where I'm like, do I want to get a perm? Like curly hair. But my mom had it when she was young and it damaged her hair badly. So that's all the motivation I need to not do it.
Just stay away. Okay. If you have argued about whether it's golgappa or pani puri, we're having an argument right now. Right now. And it's a lot's riding on this test. If you eat pani puri in one bite,
I
there's
can't
no
do
other
that.
way. There's no other way to eat it. How are you going to eat it?
Oh yeah. You're right.
No, you said you can't.
No,
do it.
you're right.
No,
I was
no.
just thinking my mouth isn't open big enough for the pani puri. One time, when I went to your house for that barbecue your family was having, and you guys had like the pani puri person giving
Yeah.
it. I remember they were giving it one at a time, right? They gave me such a big one at one point, and I just held it, and I looked at it, I'm like, how am I supposed to eat this? Yeah, you're supposed to put it all in your mouth at once.
And there's actual reason you can't open your mouth. It's like
My jaw.
the jaw, yeah. I think there's no other way to eat it. Like unless you,
can't-
like
you
eat
can't take a
half of it
bite.
and like you hold it like so the pani doesn't spill out.
That's weird. That's a white person thing.
Yeah, they're like, this is a nice appetizer.
Can you imagine taking a fork and knife and be like, if I saw somebody eating pani puri with a fork and knife, I might just go and smack them. I'll be like, what's wrong? Why are you eating like
Or
this?
like drinking the soup first. Like they drink it first and then they eat it. Oh,
The
man.
soup, the fact that you even call it soup.
Well, no, I'm thinking from the perspective of the. I know what it's actually called. I know it's that. Don't worry.
If you have been chased with a rolling pin, spatula, and slipper.
Not chased, but I have been. It has been brandished.
Really?
Maybe not in a serious way, but I'm gonna count it. I need the points.
I have not. But
Okay, no, I won't count it. I will
I
be-
currently chase kids with the slipper.
You chase kids with a slipper? I hope you know these kids.
Yeah, they're my dance kids.
Okay.
I have like those. It's so funny too because you expect it as a brown person. It's just funny. I just do it. I do it for my entertainment. I don't actually hit anybody, of course. I just want to make that clear. Like like brown moms will use like the slipper. I use my like fuzzy Uggs like indoor slippers. I'll pick it up and I'm like, if you don't do the dance, I'm gonna throw this to you, and then they'll do it.
So you're literally forcing them to dance with physical pain.
Sometimes you just gotta give them a little bit of, motivation.
Of course. If you used to watch Lily sing, I used to.
Superwoman.
I think she fell off. Like, I haven't seen her anything.
Yeah,
recently,
well now
so.
she does a lot of like Hollywood stuff.
Okay, like she's gone.
She has her talk show. She has like she's a judge for Canada's Got Talent.
Really?
Yeah.
I had no idea. Okay, well she's moved on, I guess.
I watched Lily sing. I had that face. That was fun.
Okay. If you watched every episode of the Patriarch, not every episode.
I've never seen that.
It's the one with Hassan. Is it Hassan or Hassan?
The
Hassan Minhaj?
comedian?
Yeah.
I've never seen it.
I haven't watched everyone, but I've seen a couple of them. If you pretended to not like Nav, do you know who Nav is?
Is he like I see it on social media. I don't know.
He's like the rapper. The
Yeah,
only brown guy that said the N-word and gotten away with it, pretty much.
The N-word?
Yeah.
Have you not heard Atif Aslam?
He says the N-word?
It's like nigga, mate. But it means eyes in Punjabi. In Urdu.
I'm clipping that.
No, it
I'm
means
putting it out of
eyes.
context.
It means eye. Eyes.
No,
that's why there's like this meme. It's like you take your like Gale friends to like an Atif Aslam concert,
Oh,
and then
no.
every fifth word is the N word. And then you have to explain to them, no, he means eyes.
That is true. Like we gotta clarify this. It does actually mean eyes. But it's with an H. it's N-I-G, like it's pronounced with like N-I-G-H-A.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say it just because like, I don't even want to have the possibility.
I don't care.
Say it.
No, well, I already did.
Okay.
But I speak Punjabi, so I can say it. You don't speak Punjabi, so it's going to be
That's true.
places for you.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not like pretend to like now.
In Gujarati, the word for eyes, ak, like ake.
Yeah.
Well, that's Hindi. In Gujarati, it'd be, no, it's ak. Now I'm having trouble thinking about akho. That's
Yeah.
multiple.
Whatever.
Enough of language, you know, I'm just making my own case worse. Okay, if you watched,
if you
drank
drank
bournvita, yeah,
My brother did that. I think it's an older sibling thing now.
I think so.
Because I never drank
It
that.
tastes pretty good. It's almost like chocolatey.
Like the concept of mixing something with my milk, never. Like I never even liked chocolate milk growing up.
Really?
I only liked my 2% white milk.
2% just straight from the cow?
Straight from the cow. No modifications whatsoever. So what it was just like bournvita was just like for like a fun thing, or was it healthy?
They claim it's healthy. I'm calling cap on that.
I remember seeing the ads. It's like bournvita for your kids, and suddenly the child can like lift couches.
Yeah, and because it's like in Krish, you know that movie?
Yeah.
They really advertise bournvita, you know?
Oh yeah.
So
They were like
they'll give you superpowers.
drink bournvita and then you'll become Krish.
And apparently it's pronounced bournvita.
What is it?
But like, there's an R in the word. It's like bournvita, but my parents always said bournvita. So maybe just difference in pronunciation. If boost is a secret of your energy, I don't know what boost is.
I don't know what boost is either.
If you have WhatsApp family group chats, yes.
Really?
You don't?
No.
It's like, I thought it was a common Desi thing.
I think my is it like extended family or just your family?
Like people from London, like Ontario.
We're not connected enough to have a WhatsApp group
Okay,
with the cousins, especially. But I think like my mom has it with her sisters, but not and it's just called family.
Okay. If your parents send random articles from WhatsApp.
Absolutely.
So you didn't have WhatsApp.
They'll send it to me privately. We don't have group chats.
Okay.
But they'll send it to me, and I think this should also include TikToks.
Okay, fine.
Like I got like 5 TikToks yesterday on WhatsApp, and I just don't watch it. But yeah, my mom will forward articles about like crimes going around, or it's always like, "Don't fall for the scam." That'll be like the title in all caps. Don't fall for the scam.
And the thing itself is a scam.
Yeah, and it's like, or like they'll be like, or like another one will be like, beware of this trick. I remember one time I actually read the article. It was about like how if you see like a piece of paper on your car windshield, don't go around and pick it up because then either it's drugged or like people are underneath your car waiting for you to walk around and get the paper and they're gonna snatch you.
Oh.
I'm like, what if it's a parking ticket?
Well, you can probably look at it like later when you get home, right?
Yeah, so she sent it and she was like, and then she told me to read it and she's like, see, if somebody leaves anything on your car, don't pick it up.
But then there's opposite as well. If there is something in your car, like something left in your car, I think it's like you do take it off because if you leave it on, it shows that it's unattended. So then it's like a target. It's like tagged, right? It's like trafficking is very scary, and they have a bunch of things that traffickers do to kind of target people.
I saw that. Like, it's like something like, oh, like if you see an X drawn onto your car or something, that means you've been like targeted.
Marked. Yeah, exactly. Like, or if you like something's been left on your car, it means you're targeted.
You know what's so scary? In my house garage, there's like the windows, but it's really high up, like it's super high.
Yeah.
So like, I obviously can't reach it. No child's gonna reach it. But one time, and it's still there, but somebody drew a smiley face
From the outside?
From the outside on the window, and like I asked my dad noticed it, and he was like, "Did you guys do that?" And we're like, "No." And my mom was like, "No." And we're like, "Okay, clearly a child didn't go up there and reach it."
Yeah.
It's like a random smiley face. And then my dad's truck got stolen. So I wonder if that was like the mark.
Oh, it was like related?
No, I don't know. I just realized it right now. I'm just thinking.
Like when did they draw like with a marker?
No, it was just like, like dust. Somebody
Okay.
just took their finger and just drew like a smiley face.
And when you say on the window, like of what?
The garage.
Of the garage, okay.
Yeah.
Could be. It could be.
That was crazy. It's still there. It's kind of creepy.
Well, maybe just leave it there because that means that it's been already. No, take it off because that means they'll come back.
Whatever.
If you cried about getting a B on a test.
Yes. I've cried about even getting an A on a test.
You're wild.
I know. When I was a kid, if I got below 100%, I'd cry. What?
Man, this is wild. if you've gotten an A
Yeah.
and asked where the other, and your parents have asked where the other points went, yeah.
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 I remember I got an 18 out of 20. I still remember my mom's words. She's like, where'd the other 2 points go?
Yeah.
I'm like, Mom.
It's like, be happy. Come on, be happy. If you've never gotten below an A.
I have gotten below an A. Welcome to university. Even in elementary, I had almost straight A. Like, I was almost a perfect student, except this one grade 2 English class, she gave me a B.
Because any specific reason she just didn't like you, or?
I don't think she liked me because, like, this teacher used to bring her boyfriend into class. And, like, he used to come a lot. And then I told my mom, and then I wasn't, like, complaining. I was just telling my mom, like, oh, my teacher's boyfriend came today. And my mom was getting concerned. She's like, what? Why is, like, the teacher's boyfriend just walking into class?
Yeah.
So then my mom apparently, I think, went and talked to the teacher or something about it during parent-teacher interview. So she probably, like, hated on me and gave me a B on English. I also sucked
The
at
kids
English.
are like just kids are just a vessel for interpersonal
Gossip.
hate. Yeah. If you cried at the dinner table while learning math,
Yep.
not specifically the dinner table, but I'm gonna count like just on the carpet.
It's like that meme. It's like, what's 2 plus 2? And you're like, 5.
If you have a Toyota Sienna, Honda Odyssey, or Honda Pilot. Yes.
That sucks. Sucks for you. We're a Nissan family. Every single car is a Nissan except one.
You should get sponsored by them.
No, literally. We're trying to sell the old car and get a new one. And my dad was like, "What should we get? Nissan." I was like, "No, no more Nissans. That's it. We're done."
If we got a Nissan, my brother would probably just leave the house. He wants like a Mustang. Cause you know, cool guy, bike guy wants a nice car. And my dad's like, no. If you have a temple in your own home, yes.
Ours is huge. Where's your temple?
It's on the first, we moved it. It's on the first floor now, near the kitchen.
Is it like in a cabinet?
No, it's like just outside. And it's in the corner, but like, it's not
Is it near your dining table?
Yeah.
Wow. It's like in a corner, tiny one. Ours is huge. There's like the space between the study room and my room. There's this big open area, which I think in the house, usually for like gores, it's meant to be like where you put like a little couch or something to sit or something.
Yeah.
I don't know, something's supposed to be there. It's like an empty area, and the whole thing is a mandir. And there's like a big wall decal of Ganeshi, and then there are these like IKEA shelf boxes all around him.
Okay.
And there's murti in each one.
I think I can see it. It's kind of like a meditation space almost.
Yeah, and then there's like LED lights all around. Like it's a hype place, man.
It's a hype place?
It's a hype place.
So
the LED lights first, like, flashing if you need to.
If you celebrate Diwali / Eid every year, yeah.
It's coming up.
Don't celebrate Eid. I think it'd be pretty fun. Just like join in on the celebrations, but this is Diwali for me. Yeah, it is coming up. It's gonna be fun. If you have been speaking of Diwali, before I get to the fireworks, have you had any stories with fireworks going wrong?
Well, I just know right now in Edmonton, because a lot of like non-Desis started complaining about fireworks, so they put a firework ban on us. So you have to get a permit, which I actually kind of agree with.
I think so, yeah.
I actually agree with that. Like, I know it's fun, but like you need to be a little bit in control with your fireworks. But I think firework mishaps, not really. We only recently, like the last few years, we got into like actually doing fireworks. Before we'd only do sparklers. But then my mom and dad got really into like buying actual fireworks and like letting them set off. So last year too, I was like, I'm like the type of person, I'm like, nah, like we don't want to do fireworks on a driveway. And then my dad goes, let's do fireworks on the driveway. And I was so stressed. I remember I was just like making a scene. I'm like, I don't want to be associated with this. I am not standing here next to you. And then I saw how cool it looked, and I went up. And then I start, like a kid, I slowly start approaching. And you're like, okay, maybe I'll watch. But yeah, like this fireworks where the sparkler, it starts like spinning all around. And then the one where there's like a waterfall of fireworks. Yeah. Man, like cars were driving by. They were probably like, we were like on the driveway right near the road. I'm like, that's it. We're gonna have a grass fire. It's gonna go to our house. Our house is gonna burn down. That's it.
It's not that bad.
And then we had the big fireworks that went up, and so when our neighborhood, I almost said the neighborhood name. Our neighborhood had quite the show.
I did Diwali in India, so I mean that was a whole experience because the whole street is going to be filled with fireworks, and they have some crazy things there. Like there's this one, it's called a har. So you take those like hang firecrackers. Yeah. It's those times like 1,000. Yeah. Put into one line.
Okay, I've seen this.
Yeah.
Like, I think we call it patake. Like,
That's the individual. The patak is the individual one, and then you just combine them and it becomes like a har.
yeah.
And you light one end and it's
It's like a domino effect.
Exactly. And so like I lit the end and I'm just like looking at it and everyone's like, run. But then stupid me, instead of running that way, I ran with the direction of explosions. So it felt like Tom Cruise or something running away from the explosions. It's like ba, 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 ba. I'm like,
It reminds me of like when somebody started running away from a train and they're running on the tracks. And I'm like, just turn right and get off the tracks.
That was a fun time. I want to do fireworks again.
That's fun.
Have you been compared to random cousins?
Yes. I've been compared a
Not
lot.
cousins, I can't.
I've been compared a lot to cousins. It's the reason probably why some of us didn't get along growing up and had a lot of fights.
The rivalry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because even if they didn't do anything to me, I'll just be annoyed because my mom would be like, or like whoever, like somebody in my family would be like, why aren't you like her? Why aren't you like him? And then I'll get mad at them. I'm like, why are you like this?
Yeah, it definitely causes like a conflict when it shouldn't. I'm not cousins, so I can't. I've been compared to people, but not cousins. So in the fairness of the question, I'm not gonna say yeah. If you've been compared to friends / siblings, yes.
100%.
100%. 100%. I don't know how I feel about it. Like, it's, to some extent, it's motivating. To the other extent, it's just annoying.
It's not motivating for me. I think if my parents think it's gonna help me motivate, it's gonna help motivate me, I'm doing the opposite. I'm like, all right.
It does have a reverse effect, though. If there's like, look at this friend got this high mark in this thing. I'm like, well, you got the high mark. What do I have to work for then? Like, you already achieved the thing, so it's like whatever. Yeah. If you've been insulted by relatives, aunties about weight.
Have you?
Yes.
Really?
My
You're
dad.
so skinny.
I was like this was like a couple months ago.
Okay, yeah, I remember.
Well, actually, it was like during summer, I think. I was just standing in the living room. I was like, stretching, and he's like, my dad's like, your belly's getting big. You go work out or something. I looked at my dad. I'm like, excuse me?
He's like, look at you.
You can't be talking.
But like,
No, but he was right. He was right. I do go to the gym now, so it's getting better.
I've been insulted for my weight from a fashion designer when I did modeling when I was 16. And she looked at me, put an outfit on me, and she's like, she's kind of flat. And I'm like, oh, what?
That's not weight. Flat?
Yeah.
Flat?
Yeah.
That's not about weight.
That is about weight, kind of.
That's about shape, isn't it?
That's still the same thing. Weight, shape. And then later, when I modeled for her years later, she's like, you got chubby. And I'm like, what do you want? Like, what do you want? What do you want from me?
Fashion designers, man. I feel like they're just like that.
Yeah.
If you've been insulted by relatives / aunties about height, 100%. 100%.
Not me.
Yeah, because you're tall for a girl.
I have the perfect height, I think.
And then meanwhile, they're like, if you're 2 inches taller, it'd be perfect. I'm like,
I'm 5'6". Movie is 5'6".
7.
No, you're not.
7.
Who are you joking? Who are you kidding with? Last we measured in high school, I was 169 centimeters and you were 170 centimeters, okay? So I don't think you're 5'7".
Well, and that was high school.
You might be a centimeter taller than me.
That was high school. So I think I probably grew an inch since high school.
But I'm proud of my height. I'm the perfect height. I'm not too tall, but I'm also not too short where I can't reach stuff, right? If I need to get stuff done, I can get it done.
I think I'm the perfect height too. Good thing you agreed.
No, sorry.
I was waiting to...
No, sorry. I got distracted.
No, it's on camera now. You agreed. It's good. If you've been insulted by relatives about grades, of course.
Yeah, like only close family. No one else can have had the audacity to do that.
If your parents use Live 360 or Find My Friends, I have no idea
Find
what
my
that is.
iPhone.
No, this is something else.
No, it's the same thing.
Find My Friends? I don't think you think...
Why would parents use Find My Friends?
What is it even? Oh, it's location. It's like Snapchat.
I think Find My iPhone should count. It's the same concept. It's the same concept.
Fine.
And of course, not both parents. One of them doesn't even know that it exists, which we're going to keep it like that.
Oh, so yeah, so your parents. It's multiple.
Okay, you gotta stop.
I feel like
it counts.
Okay. If you've never used a whitewashed version of your name, you have.
I have.
So I have as well.
I used to tell people in elementary, They say my name properly. Even the people who say properly, they're like Anjali. I'm like, Anjali. My name is Anjali.
It's like, I'm not from the village.
I'm
it's
Canadian.
Anjali.
I'm Anjali. It wasn't until junior high somebody knocked some sense into me, and I'm like, why am I? Not junior high. I think high school. It took me till high school.
Yeah.
I was like, why am I telling people the whitewashed name version?
Exactly.
Like, say my name right, Anjali.
Whenever I go to like a restaurant or like a fast food and they're like, what's the name for the order? I'm just like, Bob. I'm not wasting my time trying to get you to say my name.
Yeah.
B-O-B, that's it. If you can make round rotis.
Yeah.
I don't think I've tried, so I can't answer that.
I've developed the skill to do the whole like where you do the belna and then the roti automatically starts spinning.
Oh,
So
you're an advanced roti maker.
But that was a while ago. I haven't tried recently, but like I'm going based off of the last thing I remember.
We should have like a food round or something, one episode, just see what food we can make. If you've had a mushroom / bowl / door cut as a child. Yeah.
All the baddies had Dora cuts. They're the ones who glow up when they grow up. I haven't glowed up yet.
If you've been threatened to be sent to a hostel.
No.
Yeah. Wow, spoiled. If you have never drank. Yep. If you have never smoked.
Yeah.
Yep. If you always do what's a lota?
Lota is like the little
the
thing.
tabla, right?
No, lota is the thing that you use when you go to the bathroom. Lota, yeah, see, a toilet wash jug.
Yeah, I've used it.
But it's always. If you always use a lota, do you still use a lota?
No, I don't. Dang it.
If you know the national anthem for your country of origin. Jana mana gana.
Whoa. You just messed that up first line.
What?
You said Jana mana gana. What is Eminem?
What is it?
Jana gana mana.
Whatever.
No, that's it.
No way.
You can't. You messed it up first line.
What is it? Jana gana mana?
If you're asking, you can't know it.
Bharat Bhagya
Stop.
Vidhata.
Stop.
I know it.
Take it off.
The beginning part, okay?
I performed it in front of hundreds.
Really?
Yeah.
Where?
Gujarati.
Really? That's so. Do you have a video?
Probably it exists, but I've actually done
Fine,
it.
I'll unclick it for you.
You can't be like, I know it, and then mess up the first line. That's sacrilege.
I made the mistake. I shouldn't have proofed it.
You're trying to like steal the deal. Okay. If you have those plates, I don't know
Yeah.
what those plates are, but I have them.
The plates are like the typical Indian plates. They're white and they have the flowers.
Yep, got them. If you have no lock / door for your bedroom.
Yeah, I don't have a lock to my bedroom. So if you
No
want to
lock
break
for me
into my
either.
house, I will be the first one to die. And I had a lock. It broke. And then I asked to get my lock fixed. And it's been years.
I was like, what are you
And
hiding?
it hasn't been fixed.
It's like, why do you need a lock?
Yeah, exactly.
What
Like,
would
why
you
do you
hide?
need a lock? I'm like, so I can change in my room and no one's going to barge in because, brown parents won't knock. They're just going to open the door.
Yeah. If you've been yelled at for accidentally slamming the door.
100%. I think I've yelled at you for slamming the car door.
In that case, yeah. Thank you. But thank you for reminding me. If you change your accent when talking to parents.
Not
Yes,
I don't
I
change my
do.
English accent.
I change my accent. Like, you're not going to talk in Gujarati and then suddenly drop like a perfectly spoken
I can what is it called?
code switch. Well, yeah. Good for you.
If you haven't made fun of because of your food.
Yeah. They say it looks like poop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've had that. If you've eaten Parle G, of course.
100%.
I even remember the child from Parle G.
You were the child from Parle.
I was pretty
Same
much.
bowl cut.
Yeah. If you eat almonds every day.
I'm going to count this because I can pull out almonds right now from my backpack.
Yeah. I don't eat almonds every day. I try to, but I don't. If you never had a secret relationship. All right.
So how, do we want to,
Yeah, I think there was a secret relationship. So, well, can't click that. If you flinch when your parents raise their hand. Not anymore.
Dang. That's pretty dark.
If you heard your parents spell their name out with nouns.
Yeah.
Wait, what does that mean?
It's like B as in potato.
Oh, yeah.
And they'll use the most random words that, it's like not the phonetic alphabet.
Yeah.
It's like pulling from whatever. H as in...
Do your parents call each other by their first names?
No.
I was seeing this meme and it was so funny. It was like this guy was like, have you ever heard your dads calling your mom by their first name? And they're like, you probably have it. Because he's like, my dad, he calls my mom hello. And he'll be like, hello, is the food ready? Hello, are we going? Hello, are you ready?
I thought you meant it in terms like my dad will say, ask mom what to do.
No, like sometimes it's just funny. I'll be like, hello, like hello. I think it's a Punjabi thing. I hear Punjabi families doing it. I hear my dad says mom and my mom says dad.
Yeah, okay, I think that's normal then.
Yeah.
But actually, my dad does say like when he's talking to my mom, and like he will say her first name.
Oh really?
It was like homies.
No, they don't say first names.
Okay. Well, I think that's all the questions. Let's calculate the score, and then hold on, we got to do a drum roll. So the lower score has to concede their way of saying
Are you ready?
pani puri. I actually don't know who's gonna win this one. So 3, 2, 1. 62.32.
63.77%.
Hold on, we gotta show the camera just to confirm. We both failed though. It says you're no longer my child for both of us.
Well, we're desi enough. We're more than 50% desi.
I think that counts, yeah.
Which makes sense, especially for me since I was born in Canada. It's a bit of a shame for you since you're an immigrant.
Well, I was born in India, but I moved when I was like 1 year old. What do you want me to do? Like become Indian in a year as a baby?
No. Or become Canadian.
That was fun. So fine. I'll call it Golgappe.
Yeah. Namavi is going to call it Golgappe, even to his Gujarati family, and his Gujarati friends, and his Gujarati relatives. You're going to be like, Mom, I want some Golgappe. And she's going to be like, what?
Yikes.
Golgappe is fun. It makes your mouth go gold.
Yeah, but now that you mention it to the whole relatives thing, I will be getting some questions about this. I'll just promotion opportunity. I'll just send them to the podcast.
Like, watch the podcast.
Okay. All right. Well, that was our episode of Gup
Basmati
Shup.
Purity Rice.
The Are We Desi Enough for this podcast? I keep saying desi in a weird way.
Desi.
Are we desi enough for this podcast? Yes, we are. Because above 50 is a passing grade.
We're desi enough.
We're desi enough. We're not the most desi. So if you want like some real desi stuff, then don't come here. But good enough for this.
I think we're done.
That's all for today. Have a great time. Keep Gup Shupping it up, and we'll see you next time.
Gup Shupping it up.
I'm trying, man. I'm trying.